2 individuals arrested in connection to the firearms manufacturing plant in Manengwese in the Mungu division of the Littoral region are refusing to tell security officials who their buyers are. They are located few meters away from the conflict hit southwest region of Cameroon. It is not clear what links the firearms production plant has got with arms circulating in the conflict hit southwest region, but also in the northwest region. Workers of Avenue Kennedy in the nation's political capital city are protesting. We are angry. This edition of the news will tell you why, but also in this edition of the news you shall see students of Government Technical High School Mbanga Sina in Mbama and Kim division of the central region of Cameroon. We are happy to be in school for the new academic year, but how would they study with lack of basic commodities? Portable drinking water and administrative block are part of the problems the people are asking that needs to be attended to for an effective academic year. Inhabitants of parts of the Mungu division now say that burglary is not exclusive to men. Yes, a woman is currently being detained by security officials. She was caught right in the shop of a man. The woman has gotten into the shop, got into the safe and made away with money. Just about where she succeeded in escaping, she was caught by security officials. Detailed with Malak Glory in the following report.
It was about 2 p.m. on Wednesday that Madame Brigitte entered this retail store in the Melon Central Market, Mungu Division. As she noticed that the shop owner was distracted, she sneaked and emptied the coffers. When I got in, I noticed a change with my coffers. Then I moved closer only to see it empty. I immediately alerted my neighbors to call on the lady who just left my shop. We searched for her only to realize she has changed into a different dress. She still had the money on her. Madame Brigitte, after the act, disguised into a different attire, not to be identified. Unfortunately for her, she was caught and she confessed her actions. He was not in when I got here. I took a glass of water and took some drugs. I pulled the coffers and removed his money and collected another one which was in a bag. He came in but didn't notice I picked his money. The police rescued her from the hands of the angry population and took her away as investigations have been opened. It was about 2 p.m.
A crackdown on drug consumers and delinquent youth has been launched by the divisional officer from Bangai, the Mungu division, still of the Littoral region of Cameroon. Speaking to the youth of his area of command, the divisional officer advised that they shun vices and the consumption of hard drugs. We have details in the following reports compiled by Smart Njikan Gabriel.
At the residence of an alleged marijuana dealer in Banga subdivision, Littoral region, a huge quantity of marijuana and other hard drugs discovered by the forces of law and order. The search in this house falls under Operation Clean Banga, launched by its divisional officer, Nkefo Christian. For the past 1 year, the forces of law and order have been on the field to investigate those who deal in marijuana and have destroyed their base. Of recent, we've received information that the main dealers now operate from their homes. That is the reason for our operation to seize the drugs from the different homes, which yielded positive results.
So the people presently at the Banga police station.
Apart from the drugs that was discovered, Some money allegedly made out of the sale of drugs was also seized by the security officers, alongside some household items which couldn't be accounted for by the suspected drug dealer. The operation served as an opportunity for the divisional officer, Nkefo Christian, to call on the youth to shy away from such illegal activity.
One talk say,
with all what is happening, we are encouraging our youth to leave this activity of selling and consuming drugs, which is destroying them. We thank the population for their collaboration, and we are telling the drug dealers to change their activities and move to recreative business, without which we should continue to hunt them.
We want to assure the population once more, say we'll continue with this fight.
The operation at Mbanga is the beginning of a long raid to happen in other neighborhoods within Mbanga subdivision in the days ahead.
Food science students of Government Technical High School Mbanga Sina in the Mbam and Enugu division of the Central Region of Cameroon, as the Mbam and Kim division of the Central Region, has yet to effectively go practical since the start of the academic year. We are, however, not sure that they're going to be engaging in the practical works. Their main reason is the epileptic electricity supply, but also the lack of potable water, which is also essential for practicals as far as food science is concerned. These are just a few of the many problems that the in-school faces. The problems run from inaccessibility, lack of boreholes, an administrative block, and epileptic electricity supply. The problems of Government Technical High School Mbanga Sina in Mbam and Kim, Central Region of Cameroon, in this report compiled by Equinoxe.
The problems here at Government Technical High School Mbanga Sina in the Central Region are lack of an administrative block and adequate water supply to help the food science and the civil engineering students in their practical lessons.
Mais le problème qui nous importune le plus, c'est le problème d'eau.
We don't even have a borehole in our school. We are often compelled to come to school along with water. At times, we fetch water from a horrible source far off the school. In civil engineering, we need water to mold bricks and to build.
Des murs en élévation, des blocs de terre, des briques de terre, des parpaings.
In our field, food science, we need water to wash our hands, dishes, and foodstuffs, as well as to drink. As concerns the lack of an administrative block, the existing office of the senior discipline master and the staff room are found in the carpentry workshop. Accessing the school compound this rainy season is another challenge. When it rains, everywhere is inundated. We are forced to remove our shoes and fold our trousers before getting on campus. Mosquitoes are all over. They bite and infect our students and teachers with malaria. Inadequate power supply has also been highlighted. During a PTA meeting, the parents and teachers raised the need for governments to rescue Government Technical High School Mbanga Sina for a successful academic year.
As a way to halt the proliferation of firearms in the conflict-stricken northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon, the government went ahead to ban the fabrication of firearms in the two English-speaking regions, but not in the other regions of Cameroon. Now, it is not certain if the firearms fabrication unit in Manengwese Lum in the Mungo division of the Littoral region has got direct links to the arms conflict in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon, owing that arms continue to circulate in these regions of Cameroon several years after the ban. The people who were arrested, two of them at the production unit, told the police that they supplied their weapons to hunters, but were not ready to name or give the identities of their buyers exactly. Immaculate Fogo takes us to the firearms fabrication plant in Manengwese.
A clandestine firearms fabrication plant being dismantled in the Manengwese neighborhood in Lum, Mungo Division, Littoral region of Cameroon. At the time of the discovery, the workshop had the following equipment:
12 gauge ammunition, 2 shotguns, 10 rifle butts, 4 of which contain a trigger, 9 barrels, 3 barrel quads, and some element to fabricate munition and arms. Following this raid, 2 individuals were arrested, one of whom, the main suspect, was running an illegal firearms manufacturing.
Questioned about those who purchased the guns, the manufacturer claims they are sold to hunters, but he however denies to disclose their identity.
The individual and their sales material were placed at the disposal of the government commissioner at the Douala Military High Court. This is a good opportunity to reassure the people of the region that everything is being done to ensure the control of the security situation and to fight against crime in the littoral.
According to Police Commissioner Isono Edu Asen, the destruction of the firearms fabrication plant is part of efforts to fight against growing insecurity in localities close to the crisis-stricken southwest and northwest regions.
And food insecurity is also a preoccupying factor to stakeholders, and some of them met today in the economic capital city Douala to seek ways on boosting production and solve issues linked to food insufficiency or food security. We have details with Anne Abila in the following report.
Food insecurity is one of the major problems faced by Africa, Cameroon in particular. Scarcity of foodstuff has led to an increase in prices, causing the common man to suffer lately. In a bid to reverse the trend, the Africa Organization for Intellectual Property Rights plus the Agricultural Research Center IRAD have come together to seek ways of boosting agricultural production within the ORP member states and the Cameroons. This, they say, is possible through research in new plant varieties.
The goal is basically to sustain our National Agricultural Research Institute to better produce and create new varieties for our farmers.
Moving from archaic to modern methods of farming is what the actors are proposing. Improved quality seedlings are needed and must be protected for the benefit of the farmers.
The protection of the varieties intend to achieve various objectives. First of all, to better valorize on the market the new varieties. When the varieties are protected, the breeders who have created this variety can get back some royalties by putting on the market. The other side also is how, when there is incentive by protecting varieties, the breeders can get back some additional resources and continue to breed new varieties for the benefits of the farmers.
Agriculture employs 60% of the world's population. Boosting the sector would definitely lead to sustainable development.
And also, traders of Avenue Kennedy in the nation's political capital city Yaoundé are angry. Their shops have been closed for 1 month now, and the people want to know why. They say they've suffered enormously. We have their worries compiled by Lucy Esieliengo in the following report.
These are traders of L'Avenue Kennedy in the city of Yaoundé. They have taken the streets protesting against the sealing of their stores. I have been a trader in Avenue Kennedy for 32 years. We have never witnessed this situation. In November, we were given notes that this road will be closed for 2 weeks because they had to carry out some controls. But here we are, moving from 2 weeks to 10 months.
Nous partons de 2 semaines à 10 mois.
We thought that this wouldn't take long. The city council placed barracks. We also thought that it was due to the African Cup of Nations, but unfortunately it was not the case. The stores of at least 500 people have been sealed. How then will they take care of their families? The economic operators complained that severally they have written letters to the council, but all have fallen on deaf ears.
On a rencontré.
We met the mayor to express our challenges. They promised coming to the field. Instead of resolving the problem they were called for, they rather added blocks, the ones you are seeing. Since then, nothing has been done. We have written to the senior divisional officer, to the governor, and even write to the minister, but nothing has been done so far. We have problems. Our children need to go to school. They are at home. No salaries to pay our workers. Tax collectors have already begun asking us to pay our taxes. My shop was sealed. At this point, we are really confused. The population is calling on the mayor to tell them about their fate with regards to the site where they have been carrying out their business for several years.
And before we take on an advertorial, we take you to sport. The national interpose ongoing in the seaside resort city of Limbe for the 2022 edition of the National Interpose Tournament. Matches were played today. Before the start of this newscast, we had the newscast. We had the the blast of the final whistle for the match pitting the representative of the Littoral region and that of the Far North region. It ended 8-3 in favor of Egle Omkong-Samba, representative of the Littoral region. The match that is currently ongoing is pitting Opopo, that is Victoria United of Limbe, against the representative of the Atama region of Cameroon. We shall be coming back to scores subsequently. Now, taking you to an advertorial in this edition to say that Telka Cocoa Limited, together with Kagil, have constructed schools in some localities in the Mbaman Kim as well as the Mbaman Inubu divisions of the central regions of Cameroon. These giant cocoa production companies have decided to improve and contribute to the educational system in Cameroon by constructing schools and providing didactic materials to communities where cocoa is being cultivated. We have more in the following advertorial. And of course, we're taking another Victoria of Telka Cocoa, that is a Telka Cocoa Limited Company, together with Kakil, who have joined their hands together in constructing some schools within the Mbaman Kim division of the central region of Cameroon, but also the Mbaman Inubu division. These cocoa giants in the country say it is their ways of contributing to the educational system in Cameroon by providing didactic materials, but also constructing schools, especially in localities where cocoa is being cultivated in Cameroon. They are also determined to accompany the government in Cameroon on the educational sector, which they think is very strategic. These giant companies believe, as part of their public responsibility, that they also need to contribute to communities where cocoa is being cultivated. And of course, since they are specialized in the cocoa sector, it is imperative that they give a helping hand also to the community, but also helping the government as their corporate social responsibility in pushing the agenda of the government of Cameroon, especially in the domain of education. Now, the choice of the Mbaman Kim of the central region of Cameroon and the Mbaman Inubu, still of the central region of Cameroon, is motivated by the fact that communities that are benefited are communities where cocoa is being produced. These are not the only areas in Cameroon where cocoa is being produced, but the thing that starting from somewhere is very imperative. Constructing schools, they went ahead to give didactic materials to some kids in these villages where these schools are being raised. As we prepare to have the advertorial, we told you just before the advertorial that we had 2 matches today in Limbe, counting for the 2022 National Interpose tournament ongoing. Yesterday we had the match pitting the representative of the Northwest region of Cameroon, Hilltop Striker of Bamenda in the Northwest region of Cameroon, playing with this representative of the Adama region of Cameroon. It ended in favor of the boys from the Northwest region. And today, earlier, we had a match beating the representative of the Far North region of Cameroon and the representative of the Littoral region of Cameroon, Egle of Nkonsamba. It was a goal fiesta in Limbe today. Many people who turned out to watch the encounter in Limbe saw the opportunities presented and of course made use of positively by players. And of course they reported from Limbe that it was a goal fiesta. Up to 11 goals scored in the match today, beating Egle for the Littoral and the club for Konsamba. And of course, we have indications that the advertorial is ready. Telka Koko.
Thanks to Telka Cocoa Limited and Kajil, its partner, the main cocoa companies in Cameroon, 3 localities of Ndemang, Go and Vientek in the Mbam and Kim, and also Mbam and Enugu now boast of new primary public schools. The launching ceremony of these schools in Ndema brought joy to the beneficiaries. Telka Cocoa Limited supports the educative system in Cameroon in all the areas where cocoa is cultivated.
The communities in which we engage, we should not just pass by. We're every day with the cocoa farmers. We come and buy cocoa, accompany them, train them, and so on and so forth. What we see, and if you take what goes on in the cocoa world today, the European Union and lots of other stakeholders are talking about deforestation and child labor. It is for us, an action to say farmers are willing to send their children to school, but the schools should be present.
Clean and well-equipped classrooms, including didactic materials, were offered to learners.
We constructed and equipped and handed over 3 classrooms building to the community of Etunbi Joy, Zima, in the Bala area.
Due to this initiative from Telka Cocoa, the government is delighted to have a reliable partner.
This is exactly the kind of initiative that the head of state, President Paul Biya, is expecting from those who are in prime businesses in the country. We have to learn to give back to community. We know that the state alone cannot take care of all the educational needs of the country. Therefore, when we have partners like this who support us, especially going back towards the rural areas to provide schools for our children.
Traditional rulers, parents and students celebrate this kind gesture, which comes as a plus to their community.
Avant, je me réveillais à 5 heures pour arriver.
I am very happy today because my children will now school. I used to get up at 5 a.m. to go to school. Now I'm happy because we now have a school in the village. Thank you to Telka for building the school. Henceforth, Telka Cocoa Limited will line up as a dependable and committed actor in the promotion of education in Cameroon.
That's all for the 6 p.m. Time Check newscast on Equinoxe. We thank you for your keen attention. Stay in the company of Equinoxe and interesting programs.